Hello, class 11th student. Today I'm going to start theory of cost, that is chapter 8 from your book Microeconomics. This is the part 1, and in this part we are going to cover this chapter. Okay student? So what are the content of this chapter? We are going to understand in this chapter concept of cost. Then we are going to understand short run cost of production. Within that we are going to learn fixed and variable cost. Okay, then average cost. Within that fixed, average and average variable cost, then marginal cost, and relation between all these three. So in this way, if you are able to understand these three, no doubt there will be no problem to understand relation between all these cost curve. Okay, so let us start. First of all, what do you mean by economic cost? देखो, cost is what? It is sum total of explicit and implicit cost. So cost means what? It is the sum total of explicit or implicit cost. Explicit cost is what? Actual money expenditure incurred by a firm on the purchase and hiring the factor input for the production is called explicit cost. In the simple language, if we are purchasing or hiring factor input from the market, whatever payment we are making, that is known as a explicit cost. Here is given some example like wages paid to the rent, paid to the labor, rent paid to the when we are taking the land on lease, interest when we are borrowing the money from the market, purchase of raw material. So these are what? These are your explicit cost. Now, what is implicit cost? So is the cost of the self-owned resources. It is the cost of self-owned resources of the production used in the process production, are estimated value of input supplied by the owner itself. These are not entered into the book of account. Okay, simply like if you are open, you had open a barber shop in your own home, so you have not to pay any rent for that room. So this is the example of what? Implicit cost. So when we are going to calculate economic cost, we are going to add imputed value of rent of that room. Okay, so explicit, whatever making we are payment to outsider for hiring or purchasing. Okay, and implicit when we are using own resources, that is known as a implicit cost. Now, total cost. What do you mean by total cost? So, total cost refers to total amount of money which is incurred by a firm on the production of a given amount of commodity. Suppose a producer is producing X good, okay, and he is using factor of production and raw material. So for factor of production he is making the payment of 50 rupees, and suppose for the raw material 20 rupees. So in this way 70 rupees is the cost of producing this X good. So total cost is what? Whatever payment is done on the in on the inputs. Okay, so what is written here? So it refers to total money expenditure, okay, that is done by the firm for the production of a commodity. Okay, now total cost is the sum total of two things: total fixed cost and total variable cost. So in this way, total cost is what? TFC plus TVC. You can find out it average cost multiplied by Q. Now we are going to discuss the TFC, total fixed cost. Fixed cost. So whatever payment is made to fixed factor, that is known as a total fixed cost. What is written here? It is also known as a supplementary cost. It is the total expenditure incurred by the producer for employing fixed input. So whatever payment is done to fixed input, that is known as a total fixed cost, like a rent of land, building, interest of capital, license fees. These are the example of total fixed cost. How we are going to calculate is, so after getting the meaning, now we are going to understand the equation. So TFC is equal to TC minus TVC, or TFC is equal to AFC multiply Q. So there are the two way to calculate it. Okay, now here is given feature of the total fixed cost. देखो, fixed cost are the payment that is made to the fixed factor. And in short period of time, in production chapter we had learned that in short period of time q is the function of L, K, and K remain constant throughout the production process. So whatever payment is made to this fixed factor, that is going to be constant. So that is given here. It remain constant at all level of output. It is not zero even at zero level of output. Okay. TFC can curve is parallel to x-axis. So this is the second important point. Total cost at zero level of output is equal to TFC cost. The three things you come to know. First of all, TVC remains constant throughout the production process. It never starts from the origination. Why? Because it is positive value when the production is what? Production is zero. It remains constant throughout the production process. So that is why we get a horizontal line. Okay. Now, the shape of total fixed cost is what? It is horizontal straight line. They have to be occurred when output is large or small or even zero. So TFC is not going to be vary with the level of output. It is going to be remain fixed or constant. So you can see here, when there is no production, payment that is done to the fixed factor is 60. Now production is 5, still it is 60, because there is no change in fixed factor. And total fixed cost is related to what? It is related to payment made to fixed factor. So that is why whenever we draw the TFC curve, we get a horizontal straight line that is going to parallel to O axis. Okay. Now next is total variable cost. What is total variable cost? It is the cost which vary with the quantity of output or produced. It is zero at the zero level. TVC curve is parallel to TC curve. X cost of raw material, expenses on power cut. These are the example of TVC. Now TVC, how we can calculate? So TVC is TC minus TFC or AVC multiply Q. So these are the two equation we use to calculate TVC. And TVC is what? It is the payment that is made to, when we write the equation, Q is the function of L and K. So already K we had learned. So whatever payment is done to the variable factor, that is known as a total variable cost. Okay, and this is the equation. Now we are going to discuss about the feature of total variable cost. First of all, when output is zero, it is also going to be zero. It increases with increase in the level of output. Initially TV increases at a diminishing rate due to increasing return. Then later it increases at an increasing rate due to diminishing return. So you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now the shape of total variable cost is inverse S shape because of law of variable proportion. There are two phases on which the shape of total variable cost depend. So till the P point, it increases at diminishing rate, and here it increases at increasing rate, and at point P it increases at a constant rate. So in the first phase, TVC increases to a lower cost of the production. This is because of proper utilization of fixed factor by employing the more unit of variable factor and specialization and division of the labor. Then after the P point, it has started to increase at a increasing rate. Why? Because diminishing return has started. Okay. Now, next point is average cost. So, average means what? Average means per unit. So, it is related to per unit cost of production of a commodity. Yani, if you are producing something, to what is the average cost of producing a unit? So, that is known as average cost. It is the sum of average fixed cost and average variable cost. So, this is the one way to calculate average cost, AFC plus ABC. When we add it, we get the average cost. The second way is TC upon Q. When total cost is divided by the quantity, then it is known as a AC. Now AC, so AC is the sum total of two things, AFC and ABC. So we are going to study these 2 points. Now average fixed cost is the per unit fixed cost of the production of the commodity. So this is the meaning. Okay. Now, how we calculate AFC? TFC upon Q. Otherwise, we use this equation in which AC minus AVC. Okay, student? Now, if we talk about the AFC, so it is the rectangle hyperbola. It's mean that as output increases, average fixed cost decreases. Okay, but it is not going to touch this axis or this axis. Why it does not? OY axis, when because at the zero level of output it is a positive value, and AFC can never be zero. AFC can never be zero, that is why it is not going to touch O axis. Okay, so here you can see कि TFC is given, TFC remain constant at all level of output. So how we calculate AFC? TFC upon Q. So when we divide 60 upon 0, so we get infinite. Then 60 upon 1 60, 60 upon 2 30, 60 upon 3 20, 60 upon 4 15, and 60 upon 5 12. So in this way we get a decreasing value. Okay, but it is not going to be 0. Okay, the shape of AFC curve is rectangle hyperbola, as area under AFC curve remains same at different level of output. Okay, students? Now, next is average variable cost. So it is what? Average means per unit. So it is a per unit variable cost of production of a commodity. AVC is U-shaped due to the law of variable proportion. Initially till this point it increases. Sorry. Uh, okay. So till this point, yani Q point, that is its minimum point. So till the min point it decreases, then it remain it reaches its minimum point, and after that it is started to increase. So in this way we get a U-shaped curve. Okay, and reason is what? Reason is law of variable proportion. Okay, till the point Q there is increasing return. Okay, and after this there is diminishing return. So that is why. Now, next is marginal cost. So it refers to change in total cost due to the additional unit of a commodity is produced. How we calculate it? By using this equation, change in total cost upon change in quantity, or using this equation, total cost of nth item minus total cost of nth item minus 1. But under the short run it is calculated from the TVC. Yani we can calculate with TVC also. Why? Because whatever change take place in total cost, it is because of TVC, because TFC is the constant value. Now, so in this way what we get inverse S-shaped TVC curve, we derived U-shaped MC curve. Okay, it can be explained with the help of the following schedule. This is your TVC and this is your MC. How we are calculating? So MC is MC of n is equal to TVC n minus TVC n minus 1, yani present minus previous. So 90 minus 50 we get 40, फिर 120 minus 90 we get 30. So in this way we had calculated the MC. When we are going to represent on the graph paper, so we initially what we find, it is decreasing till the minimum point, and after reaching the minimum point it is started to increase. In this way we get U-shaped marginal cost curve. Reason is again law of variable proportion. So till reaching the its minimum point, here we get increasing return, after that we get diminishing return. Now we are going to discuss the relation between TC, TVC and TFC. Okay, so first of all I am going to explain it in my own way. So TC is sum total of TVC plus TFC. Okay, student? So TFC remain constant throughout the production process. So this is a horizontal line, so this is your TFC curve. Okay student, now when we draw TVC curve, it is inverse U shape. So initially it increases, then initially till this point it increases at diminishing rate, and after L point it increases at increasing rate. Okay, so here what operating? Increasing return, and here what operating? Diminishing return. Okay, now total cost is the sum total of TFC and TVC. So at zero level of output, what is going to be the value of TC? So here is TC, and wait, the TVC value is 0. Whatever the value of TFC, that is value of TC. So in this way, at 0 level of output, TC is equal to the value of TFC. Remember this. So that is why it is started from this point. So initially it also increases, okay, and after that it increases at a increasing rate. So this is your total cost and this is your total variable cost. So now we are going to when explain, this is your rectangle hyperbola curve. Okay, sorry, it is not rectangle hyperbola. uh, it is a horizontal straight line. Okay, and TVC and TC is a inverse S shape curve, both increases uh, at in diminishing rate and after a constant rate and then increasing rate. Okay, so what is written in the book? uh, Total variable cost remain parallel to each other. The variable distance between these two curves is total fixed cost. TFC curve remain parallel to x-axis and TVC curve remains parallel to TC curve. So that is given. With the increase in the level of output, the vertical distance between AFC curve and AC curve goes on decreasing. On the contrary, vertical distance between AC curve and AVC curve goes on decreasing. But these two curves never intersect because of, so that is given related to AFC and AC. Okay. Now relation between MC and AVC. तो देखो, we can divide this diagram into three parts. This is your first, this is your second point, and this is your third point. So here you can see ki which curve is above. So you can see ki when AC curve is greater than AVC, so AVC increases. When AC and AVC are equal, at that time AVC curve is at its minimum point, and then who become greater? MC. So when MC is greater than AVC, that time AVC started to increase. Sorry, here will be, it is decrease. Okay, so here it will decrease. So here written, when AVC is greater than MC, in this first area AVC falls. When both are equal, AVC is at its minimum point. When MC, this curve, is greater than this curve, so AVC rises. MC curve cuts AVC curve at lowest point. Both curves are U-shaped and is started from the same point, and both are the U-shaped because of law of variable proportion. Okay, so one more time, if I draw both the curve, so this is your marginal cost curve and this is your AC curve. So you can see कि till this point, okay, MC, it is a minimum point, okay, and here it is its minimum point. So after this minimum point, MC started to increase, okay, and if we divide, so this is first, this is the second, and this is the third. Who is greater here? You can see कि when MC is greater than AVC, so AVC decreases. When MC and AVC both are equal to each other, AVC is at its minimum point. And when which is greater, when MC is greater than AVC, that time AVC is started to increase. So it is all about these two curve. Now relation between MC and AC. So same thing we find with the MC and AC also. Okay. So this is the minimum point of MC. Okay. Initially, which curve is greater? AC is greater than MC. So till the point when AC is greater than MC, AC falls. You can see here till the point this AC falls. When MC is equal to AC, AC is at its minimum point. यहाँ minimum point पे होता है. After that, which curve is greater? MC become greater than AC. Now AC started to increase. So same relation we find here. Okay. Now here is given combined relation between AC, AVC, AFC and MC. So first of all, I am going to explain it in my own way. Then I am going to explain it with book. Okay. When you are learning it combinedly, you have to keep in your mind that MC, AC, AVC, all these curve are U-shaped. Yani decreases first, then reaches at its minimum point. Okay, and then it started to increase. So three things you have to keep in mind. Now second important thing ki which curve minimum point come first. So if I talk about the minimum point, so first MC curve minimum point will come at first place, then AVC, and after that AC. सो थर्ड प्लेस पे आएगा AC का. ये दो चीज़ें आपको माइंड में रखिए, आप आराम से डायग्राम ड्रा कर सकते हो. तो आई एम गोइंग टू ड्रा द डायग्राम. दिस इज योर OY एक्सिस and this is your O axis. Okay student, here we are going to represent MC, AC and AVC. Here is what? Here is output. Okay. Now, so first of all, किसका minimum आएगा? Marginal cost का. Then we get the minimum point of AVC and at last we get the minimum point of AC. So we have to draw the three line. This will be first, this is for MC, then this is for AVC and this is for AC. So till this point AC decreases, it started to increase and go upward. This is your MC curve. Now we are going to draw AVC curve. It decreases till this point. After it is started to increase. So this is your AVC curve. Now I am going to draw AC curve. So it started till this point and after this it increases. So this is your AC curve. It is Q, minimum point of MC curve. This is L, this is the minimum point of AVC curve, and this is P, that is the minimum point of AC curve. What you have to keep in mind कि all these three are U-shaped because all the three firstly they decreases, second reach at minimum point. Okay, and lastly all the three started to increase. So same thing you are finding here. And why? Because of law of variable proportion. Reason is law of variable proportion. Okay, so all the three curve, MC is falling till the point Q, AVC is falling till the point L and AC is falling till the point P. Okay, after that they started to increase. MC cuts both AVC and AC at their minimum point L and P and then increases. Okay, so this is the relation between all the three. Now, what is written here? So you can see, okay, you can see here ki this is your MC curve. It is intersecting uh, AC curve at its minimum point and AC at its minimum point. Okay, and the point to be the specially noted in this figure that MC curve should be shown cutting both the AC and AVC at their lowest point. When AC decline, MC decline faster than AC so that MC curve remain below the AC curve. When AC increases, MC increases faster than AC. MC curve is above the AC curve. Okay? Now, since MC declined faster than AC, it reached at its lowest point earlier than AC, so that MC start rising even when AC is falling. MC must be cut at AC at its lowest point. So these are the relation between these. Now, this is the last relation between TC and MC. So, initially, we know MC is U-shaped, so till the Q, it decreases. Here it is constant, or it is minimum and constant. After that, it started to increase. So, here TC increases at a diminishing rate. Here it is constant rate. After that, increasing rate. So, that is written here. Up to the point Q, increases at diminishing rate. Beyond the point Q, TC increases at increasing rate. And at point Q, increases at a decreasing rate. MC touches its lowest point. Okay. So if I draw it, so we have to draw one line. MC falls, increases. Now it increases, diminishing rate, फिर increasing rate. So this is your TC and this is your MC. Okay. So it is L point, minimum point of MC, and it is okay. Now TC initially increases at a diminishing rate, then increases at a increasing rate. So that is we had learned here. Thank you for today, student.